Hello, everyone. It's Charlton, and I just wanted to provide one more update for the missing college student in Iowa, Mollie Tibbetts, who's still missing, and we're on day 13. Actually, in 15 minutes, the authorities are going to be giving a press conference to update the public. I think put out some additional photographs, and I think seeking the public's help further. But they're also not. I think they're going to be not putting everything out there. In fact, in the Fox report that was on TV this morning, said they're going to be keeping some stuff close to the chest to so as not to hinder the investigation. So that'll be in 15 minutes, but I got to get to work. So I wonder, and I've been thinking about this all morning, and I can just continue to think it over. Some people made some comments that made a lot of sense, and I was thinking some of the same things, and so talk about a couple of those things too, as quick as I can. One thing, I believe, there's a report of a person in a neighboring county that was taking pictures of female joggers, female teenage joggers, or something like that, and supposedly, it was caught on surveillance. It was at an auto body shop. West End Auto Body is where it was seen, and they actually captured it on surveillance, and it's in Pella County, which is very near to Brooklyn. So, but the individual, because of all the social media that was flurrying over the idea, this person turned themselves in, and to the best of my knowledge, it seems to be unrelated. I don't know if there's a simple explanation for it or what, but according to this Fox report, the Pella Lieutenant Shane Cox told Fox News during questioning, the man revealed why he had taken the photos, but said he could not disclose that information. I've got the detectives fact-checking everything he's given us, Cox said. At this point, there are no criminal charges, and he added that he doesn't expect there to be any. So, and that's an actual picture of the vehicle, and there's a video of it, but again, I really don't think that it's related to this. And it actually took place on Friday, I think last Friday, which would have been after Mollie Tibbetts went missing, and with all the heightened awareness right now, it just would seem odd that that would take place on last Friday. But so just wanted to kind of rule that out for the time being. This is known, this has been out there, but it's just kind of reviewing some things. This is her cousin Emily Heston or Heaston saying everything is right where she left it, talking about the boyfriend's house and that her laptop was there, her glasses, her contacts, her wallet, her ID. So wallet, laptop, everything else was right where she last placed it. And I know in one of these, and do I have it up here? I do. I'm almost certain it says in this report that her glasses and her contacts were at the boyfriend's house, so she didn't leave with them, and that's highly unusual. I think it says the next morning she failed to show up for her summer job at day camp, and she did not answer calls or text to her phone. Her phone and Fitbit were not in the home, but her wallet, identification, laptop, glasses, and contact lenses were. The dogs were in the basement where they were kept when nobody was home. So basically, if because there's this idea that she maybe went missing Thursday morning, and also that the red shirt she normally wore to day camps, I think specifically for this day or in general, because she was going to be going to a fair with day camp on Thursday, but that red shirt is missing. So they were thinking possibly she went missing Thursday morning because she put on her clothes to go to work and then went missing at some point after that. Now, but however, I mean, and some of the people have mentioned in the comments, and I kind of agree, is it's a mystery that why she would have left without her glasses and contact lenses. And I agree, that's a mystery. And the fact that the dogs were in the basement, well, that would have meant she left. But the big thing is her glasses and her contact lenses were left there. And so if she was leaving, she would have one of those two would have went with her. So to me, it almost suggests that if somebody did, the only other way is if she got dressed for work in the morning and she was abducted from the home from somebody who had been watching her, that's a possibility, And it just happened instantly after she got up to go to work, had gotten dressed with what she'd be wearing for that day at the day camp, the red shirt and denim shorts, etc. And never had a chance to put on in her contacts or her glasses, and it was just left there. The other possibility is that, that she did go missing at the house, and I mean, the only thing I could think of is that somebody that would know her, and would know her routine and know that, that know her work schedule, know where she'd be going to work the next day, and wanted to make it look like she had left the next day. By putting the dogs in the basement and by taking the clothes she'd be wearing the next day. Hopefully, because these are all just speculations, and I have no idea, and I'm not in any way trying to. And by the way, let me continue. And what I was saying is that I seriously doubt that the boyfriend was involved, but only because they say he's not a suspect, and it's not just as though because he was in Dubuque, 100 miles away. I'm sure they've checked up on his alibi, and that somebody who saw his persons there, the time during which she went missing, whether it was people he was working with, staying with, whatever. So, I'm not suggesting that it's him. I don't think it is actually. So, but it seems to me that it's based on her clothes being missing, that she would have been wearing the next day, and the dogs put into the basement, but her contacts, lenses, and glasses still there. It almost suggests it's possibly somebody that might have known her, or that she might have been seeing secretly, or I just don't know. And that's I don't want to speculate that much, So let me just continue. And this is just to review. Emily Fenner is the person, her coworker and friend, who actually called her boyfriend when she didn't show up for work, and I think she has a family member at the daycare center. So it would have been normal, I think, for her to be sort of a point of contact to call the boyfriend. So, and she mentions in this article to this reporter who contacted her Crime Online, spoke with Mollie's friend and coworker Emily Fenner, who said Mollie sent a Snapchat to her boyfriend on Wednesday. He opened the message around 10 p.m. No one's heard from her since. She's an incredibly responsible, intelligent person. When she didn't come to work on Thursday and didn't call in, I proceeded to get a hold of her boyfriend, who was in Dubuque, Iowa, for work, and hadn't heard from her either. That's when we got the ball rolling and called authorities. She's an avid runner and usually goes in the evening once it cools off, Fenner continued. At first, we thought maybe something happened to her while on a run because the day camp shirt she was supposed to wear on Thursday is missing. Now they are thinking maybe something happened Thursday morning. So basically, she's probably either in running tights and a sports bra, or a red shirt and denim shorts. And over at this, which I think this is just a Facebook page that kind of follows missing persons. It says Mollie works at a daycare. Her red work T-shirt and denim shorts, which she was expected to wear the next morning, were not located at the house where she had been dog sitting. She may be wearing Chaco sandals. So I think that's what she wore to work every day. It's very possible the boyfriend, is familiar with that and the coworker is too, and told the reporter that, and those things are missing. But again, if she left the home, if those are missing, but her glasses and her contacts are still there, it would suggest that either she went missing right away in the morning after she got dressed, and somebody literally abducted her from the home, or or somebody took those things. That's probably the more likely scenario. Or somebody took those things because they knew that's what she would be wearing that day to make it look like she left. Any event, let me continue. So, but along those same lines, there was over at the Daily Iowan, it had a description of her. It says Mollie Tibbetts hasn't been seen or heard from in nearly 24 hours. It's likely that her it's entirely unlike her to go off the grid like this, and we are terribly worried about her. She may be in high school athletic T-shirt, denim shorts, and Chaco sandals. Her phone is off, dead, and she's without car. And that's that same, well, it says high school athletic T-shirt I think that's what she might have been. She typically wore the red shirt to day camp, because I guess they all had to wear a red shirt. Not totally sure. Well, we're going to be updated, momentarily, but I really got to go. I wanted to get this together. I've been thinking about it all morning and looking into it. I did just watch the press conference, or at least portions of it. Actually, Fox kind of pulled back out of it, and it seems as though they are almost putting out no new information, for now. And I think they have reasons for that, because they don't want to compromise their investigation so far. In fact, I did learn from the reporter that the Fox reporter who's been covering the story, who's been quite good. He was on Shannon Breen last night, and he was explaining that the information about the laptop, about that she appeared to be doing homework on her laptop late into the night on Wednesday evening, and the laptop was found in the boyfriend's home. That information was actually given to one of the male family members of Mollie Tibbetts, and that person told it to the media. So, the authorities hadn't given that information to the media. It kind of just got to them through an indirect way. And he also mentioned that, the media was asking, was there a struggle in any signs of a struggle in the boyfriend's house where she was dog sitting, and they wouldn't address that question. So. And I'm just checking to see if they come back to that press conference. But so far, there's been no, they didn't give out any new information, as far as I could tell. One thing I failed to mention before is it now is known, I believe, I've seen this a couple different places, that, it's a firm time. She was last seen at 7:30 the night she went missing while running in Brooklyn, and I don't know who that person was that saw her. I saw another report that her mother talked to her at 7:30, but I've seen this in at least two places, that she was seen jogging at 7:30, not 5:30. So, that's where we are right now. As soon as I know more, I'll make an updated video, and hopefully we can, she'll come home, man. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.